It's 6:30. At this time, I'd like to open the Administrative Services Committee meeting for Monday, May 7th. Welcome to our first meeting with the tablets and paperless agenda. Please bear with us as we get used to this. Please call the roll.
Councilor Corradino.
Here.
Councilor DeMasi.
Here.
Councilor Hill.
Here.
Councilor Tesserero. Absent. Councilor Wilmot.
Here.
I'd like a motion to approve the minutes of the April 16th, 2018 meeting. Councilor Hill, Councilor DeMasi.
Councilor Corradino.
Yes.
Councilor DeMasi.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Is there any old business to attend to on this committee? Seeing none, moving right along to the first item. The Oswego City County Youth Bureau is requesting that Mayor William J. Barlow, Jr. be authorized to enter into an agreement with Endeavor Entertainment Incorporated in order to rent entertainment equipment for the use of the annual Christmas tree lighting event. And we all have an attachment showing exactly what we're talking about. Is there anybody here that could speak to this? Well, seeing none, let me see if I can expand on this.
Council.
There's one. Yes, please.
Jen Lacerdo could not attend. She just asked that I just state that this was a budgeted expense. We're simply approving the mayor's ability to sign the contract for the inflatables.
And for the public's information, can you tell us how much this is going to cost?
Yep, it is. It looks like a balance of $300 is due.
And for everybody who has been here for the last couple years for the Christmas celebrations, I know that they've been trying to encourage people to come down to the tree lighting. 2 years ago, we had an ice skating rink. 1 year ago, we had reindeer. And this year, we're going to have Plinko, a traditional Christmas holiday event. And Connect 4 basketball. These are two inflatables that will be there for the children. Anything you'd like to add?
It's only one component of the entertainment. There'll be others, I think, that we'll see as they come.
Okay. Any questions or comments? Can I have a motion? Councilor Wilmot, Councilor Hill?
Councilor Corradino.
Yes.
Councilor DeMasi.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Moving along to item number 2. City Chamberlain Deborah Code requests authorization to bond for reconstruction/construction of improvements to the East Side Wastewater Treatment Plant. Is there anybody here that wants to talk about this one? According to the attachment here, the bond is for $5,585,000. Is that correct, Mrs. Code?
That is correct, plus soft cost. It's for the project that you approved last June 2017. It's for the SCADA and Smart Growth Assessment, and it's now time to go for the EFC funding, so the bond resolution is required.
Okay. Any questions for Mrs. Code or comments about this? Seeing none, can I have a motion? Councilor Hill, Councilor Wilmot.
Councilor Corradino.
Yes.
Councilor DeMasi.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Next item, Thomas Kells, Commissioner of Public Works and Parks and Recreation, requesting the authorization for the City Chamberlain to transfer funds from account A.5142.410, snow removal, to the appropriate accounts for the purchase and delivery of a 10,000-gallon heated emulsion storage tank from HGA CBUY and related materials needed for installation by the Department of Public Works. Storage tank will be used for the pothole repair truck previously purchased on a resolution. Commissioner, did you want to add anything to that?
Councilors, come winter time you cannot buy the emulsion, so therefore that's why it's 10,000 gallons, so that should be enough to get us through the winter. Okay.
I'm not sure if, I don't think I did read this because trying to read along, but the transfer is for a total of $98,600.
That's correct.
Okay? Any comments or questions for the Commissioner? Counselor?
No, this needs to be purchased. The money's there in the funds. It's just a transfer.
Correct. All right, can I have a motion? Counselor DeMassey, Counselor Hill.
Counselor Corradino.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Next item, Fire Chief Randall B. Griffin is requesting permission to make a intra-departmental transfer in the amount of $12,000 to cover miscellaneous purchases, including unexpected HVAC materials that were not included in the 2018 budget. Chief?
Last year when we created the budget, obviously it was around this time last year, we were going to foreseen that we'd be fixing our HVAC system. You allotted money through contingency to help support that. However, there was some incurred costs for us. With the change last year, with capital going from 1,000 to 5,000, it's consumed much of our materials, supplies and materials budget, which is everything under 5,000. It's a lot of stuff. So we consumed about 85% of that budget already. This will allow us to move some funds around to have some more left. That's fine.
Okay. Questions or comments for the Chief? Seeing none, can I have a motion? Counselor Wilmot? Counselor Hill?
Counselor Corradino.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Next item. Bids were received for the combined sewer investigations for the third and fourth 25%, and the low bid was submitted by National Water Main Cleaning Company in the amount of $266,320. This is a consent decree project that will be financed through Environment Facilities Corporation, project C7-6344-19-08. Bid tabulation and resolutions are attached. And let's see if it opens. And I don't think it's listed, but I will read the bids. Sewer Specialty Services Company Incorporated was a no bid. National Water Main came in at a bid at $266,320. Diversified Infrastructure Services was $407,733. So apparently the low bidder by a lot was National Water Main. Is there anybody else that would like to comment on this? As described in the description, it is a consent decree project, so we really don't have much say. Any other comments? Have a motion? Counselor Wilmot. Counselor Hill.
Counselor Corradino.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Next item. Bids were received for the sewer investigations for Area 3, and the low bid was submitted by Diversified Infrastructure Services Incorporated in the amount of $209,765. This, again, is a consent decree project that will be financed through Environment Facilities Corporation, project C7-6344-19-09. And the bid tabulation is attached, and I will endeavor to open it. And I'll just read off the bid results. Sewer Specialty Services Company Incorporated was $278,350. National Water Main was $224,100. And Diversified Infrastructure Services came in low at $209,765. Are there any comments or questions about this particular resolution? Seeing none, can I have a motion? Counselor DeMassey, Counselor Hill.
Counselor Corradino.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Mayor William J. Barlow, Jr. has received a request from the Greater Oswego Fulton Chamber of Commerce requesting support for Project Bloom. Is there anybody here? Yes, there is somebody here.
How are you? Thanks so much for the opportunity, everyone. My name is Katie Toomey. I'm the Executive Director for the Greater Oswego Fulton Chamber of Commerce. As you stated, we would again ask $3,000 from the City of Oswego. Those funds will go towards all of our floral for the campaign, along with any mulch or supplies for the campaign. It is managed by the Chamber and basically executed by an enormous group of volunteers, so that would be very much appreciated.
All right. Anybody have any questions, Katie? Seeing none? Oh,
Nope, I just want to say, absolutely, they're incredible, the volunteers, the time, how beautiful, it makes a difference.
Thank you.
anybody else? Seeing none, can I have a motion? Councilor Hill, Councilor DeMassey.
Counselor Coردino.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Fire Chief Randall B. Griffin is requesting permission to send 4 personnel to attend the Fire Expo 2018 in Harrisburg, PA, May 19th through the 20th, 2018. And there is a travel request attached, according to my little magic box here.
My backside. Stand over here.
Chief, you want to share something with us?
Yep, we're in the preliminary stages of replacing a 30-year-old engine, Engine 3, which is our spare ladder truck. It's the 85. It's the only yellow fire truck that we have. That's been out of service for the last month and a half with hydraulic issues. We're waiting for a piston to be rebuilt. Put that back in service so that we can take the primary truck out of service, fix a leaking hydraulic system with that in the steering. So we really need to start moving this process forward. This is essentially just the overnight stay for those 4. I think it's $9 attendance fee to get in, so it's negligible. But this would allow us to talk to the manufacturers direct, particularly some of the manufacturers that we have currently, we've had some mechanical issues with, so we can talk to other manufacturers directly, where we wouldn't be able to talk to them here in Oswego, about how they construct their vehicles, hydraulics, things like that, to try to avoid some of these things in the future.
Very good. Any other questions or comments for the chief? Seeing none, can I have a motion? Councilor DeMassey, Councilor Hill.
Counselor Coردino.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes. City Attorney Kevin Caracoli recommends rescinding Resolution Number 140 dated April 9, 2018, which authorizes budget amendment to enable the purchase of 10 new docks for the International Marina. The company supplying the docks, Structure Marine, out of Montreal, has proposed payment terms that obligate the city to pay 50% of the total at the time the proposal is signed. Resolution Number 140 does not specifically authorize those payment terms, and the City Chamberlain advises that a modification to the resolution is necessary in order to make partial payment. As a result of further negotiations, the company has agreed to accept the balance of the money owed as long as it is paid within 10 days after the delivery of the docks. Such an arrangement presents a compromise and requires the consent of the Common Council. Accordingly, the request is made to amend Resolution 140, dated April 9, 2018, to further authorize the partial payment to Structure Marine in the amount of 50% U.S. dollars due, with the further authorization to pay the balance due within 10 days after the docks are delivered. A copy of the invoice and selected communication between the city and the company are attached on your tablet. And I see we have a speaker for this one.
I don't really have anything to add to Attorney Caracoli's communication. I'm here just in case there are questions. He's at the NICOM conference. And I think the communication fairly completely sets forth a reason for the request.
Okay. Any questions about this? Yes, Councilor Joseph.
Well, yes, I was just wondering, considering when we talked about this, whatever it was, a month ago, as long as we amend the resolution and won't get the full document,
I'm sorry, Councilor Gosey, my hearing, I think, is going. Can you speak up just a little bit for me? Can you speak up just a little bit for me?
you not hear me? Sorry. Yeah, I was just asking, as long as we amend it here, we're not going to have any delay in the installation, the delivery and installation of the docks for the International Marina?
Was not intimately involved with the negotiations and the contract, so I can't answer that for sure. But I think if this moves along to council next week, I don't think there's going to be any delay, but I can't guarantee, not having been the one that negotiated it.
I think Deb Code could probably shed some light on that question.
Thank you, Counselor. Attorney Caracoli did talk with the manufacturer who guarantees there will be no holdup in delivery because of the payment. It's illegal for us to pay for goods we haven't received. That's why we have to pay it within 10 days of delivery.
Sorry, I had trouble hearing the first thing you said. So will there be a delay or no?
No.
No, okay. That's what my concern was, just with the season. Sorry, for some reason up here I couldn't hear very well.
I think the simple explanation is the city cannot legally pay for this particular dock before it arrives here, which in business practices, I think it's a good idea. We're not going to pay for something that hasn't been delivered yet. So COD. The city of Oswego is probably a good bet to pay the bill, so we shouldn't be on COD terms, I would think. So Attorney Caracoli did negotiate with the vendor that, as described here in this resolution, that we don't have to pay up front or COD. 50% when we, as the resolution says here. 50% at the time the proposal is signed and 50% within 10 days, which I think is fair. Any comments or questions about this? I mean, we've already authorized the purchase and the payment, just changing the way we're operating it. I don't see any questions or comments. Can I have a motion? Councilor Wilmot, Councilor DeMasi.
Councilor Corradino.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor DeMasi.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Okay. The last item, Nancy C. Stereo, Personnel Director, requests an executive session to discuss collective negotiations pursuant to Article 14, Taylor Law of the Civil Service Law regarding ASPE. I would suggest it's okay with Nancy that we take a recess from this committee and continue on with the other committees, and then come back and go to executive session after the other two committees. Is that okay? Okay. Which is what we did last year. Correct. So I'm not changing anything that we haven't done in the past. So at this point, I need a motion for a recess of the Administrative Services Committee. Councilor Hill, Councilor DeMasi.
Councilor Corradino.
Yes.
Councilor DeMasi.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
At this time, I'd like to call the Physical Services Committee meeting for Monday, May 7th, 2018 to order. Would you please call the roll?
Councilor Hill.
Here.
Councilor Wilmot.
Here.
Councilor DeMasi.
Here.
Councilor Gozick.
Here.
Could I please have a motion to approve the minutes of the April 16th, 2018 committee meeting? Councilor DeMasi, Councilor Wilmot.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor DeMasi.
Yes.
Councilor Gozick.
Yes.
Is there any old business to come before this committee? Seeing none, we'll move on to new business. Under authorizations, number 1, Mayor William J. Barlow, Jr. has received a request from the Oswego Sunrise Rotary Club for use of public space at Leota Park in order to construct a pavilion and place 4 picnic tables as well as landscaping the area. Is there anyone to speak to this item? Councilor?
Yes, I had the opportunity to walk it down with the Sunrise Rotary Club and Mr. Shaw, and what they're proposing will make that small park look very nice. It'll enhance it as you're coming into the city, and I just hope I get your support and let's get this happening for the summer.
My only question was in their letter to the mayor. They ask, we repeat our request for the removal of the old wooden sign and the start of the parking area on the south end as indicated in the original drawing, and then it says written in perhaps crushed stone. My only concern is there is ample public parking in the street already, so I would be concerned about creating more, taking away green space and creating parking when there's plenty of parking there.
I agree.
So is that it's okay to not include that as well? Okay. Are there any questions or concerns? Okay, could I take a motion, please? Councilor DeMasi, Councilor Wilmot.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor DeMasi.
Yes.
Councilor Gozick.
Yes.
Number 2, the Community Development Office has received a request from Kingsford Park Elementary School regarding the 5th annual triathlon to be held on Saturday, June 9th, 2018. The event is requesting barricades and traffic cones. This is a recurring event. And I did see in the request they're also looking for safety personnel at the discretion of city personnel, which they have used in the past. Are there any questions or concerns about this request or anyone to speak to it? Okay, could I take a motion? Councilor Gozick and Councilor DeMassey.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Gozick.
Yes.
Item number 3, Thomas Kels, DPW Commissioner. Oh, it looks like his title's changed. Commissioner of the Department of Public Works and Parks and Recreation has received a request from Andrea Schrader to place a memorial bench at the corner of West 5th and Niagara Streets near Kingsford Park Elementary School in honor of her grandmother, Constance Nana Schrader. Is anyone here to speak to this? Counselor?
Yeah, I talked to Ms. Schrader today, and there was a little bit of confusion regarding the placement. And as you may or may not know, we did brand new Kingsford Park playground coming up. Actually, we're starting demolition. We're starting the demolition the 10th of May, and they're hoping to have the park in by May 18th, so we can get rid of the old playground. And we are actively soliciting people that want memorial benches because waterfront over Private Park is pretty full. We're looking at other parks. I'm sure every councilor here has parks that they might like to get a bench or two. But at Kingsford, there aren't any benches for the new park, so this will be the first park bench put in at the new Kingsford playground. And I talked to Ms. Schrader today, and she was in agreement with that because in order to get it on the corner, it would have to go through the school district. It's not city property. So as it stands right now, I was hoping we could amend this.
Commissioner Kells just recommended that we change the resolution to state that it's being placed on the city-owned portion of the park. So when the resolution is transmitted, we'll just have to make sure that that is updated correctly. Are there any questions or concerns? Could I take a motion, please? Councilor Wilmot and Councilor Gozick.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Gozick.
Yes.
Item number 4, Thomas Kells, Commissioner of the Department of Public Works and Parks and Recreation, has received a request from Bernadette Pryor on behalf of Pryor's Taekwondo America and the Oswego Bookmobile to hold a break-a-thon fundraiser in public space at Brightbeck Park on Saturday, May 19th, 2018. Is there anyone here to speak to this event? Again, this is a recurring event seeking the same services that they've received in the past. Commissioner Kells did not express any concern with the event. I think it's something we should be supporting. Counselor?
I would just like to add that last year it went for the 2 hours that we expected. Did not interfere at all with the picture taking for prom here in the city. So it went really well.
Any other questions or concerns? Okay, could I take a motion, please? Councilor Gozick and Councilor DeMassey.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Gozick.
Yes.
And item number 5, on March 12, 2018, the Common Council approved a request from Stephanie Lamb, Associate Alumni Director at SUNY Oswego, for the use of Brightbeck Park on June 9, 2018, in order to host an alumni event. The name of the requester needs to be changed to the Oswego Alumni Association in order for them to obtain the required certificate of liability insurance. Please consider rescinding Resolution Number 80, dated March 12, 2018, and approve forwarding a new resolution to Council which changes the requester to the Oswego Alumni Association. Pretty straightforward, just a formality so that they can get their insurance. Any questions or concerns? Okay, can I accept the motion, please? Councilor DeMassey, Councilor Wilmot.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Gozick.
Yes.
Is there any other business to come before this committee? Seeing none, I will accept the motion to adjourn. Councilor Wilmot, Councilor Gozick.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Gozick.
Yes.
Okay. At this time, I'd like to open the Planning and Development Committee meeting. Chairman Tesorario is absent today, so in his stead, he requested that I fill in for him. So I'll try to do my best. Please call the roll.
Counselor Corradino.
Here.
Counselor McWherty.
Here.
So that's,
Isn't that enough for a quorum? Yeah?
Yes.
That's 2/3?
okay.
I didn't think that
You're
was an
good.
issue. I saw that puzzled look on your face.
Sure.
Wasn't sure what was going on behind me. Okay, roll call is over. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes of the March 5th, 2018 committee meeting? Councilor McBurney. I second it.
Counselor Corradino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady.
Yes.
Is there any old business for this particular committee? Seeing none, moving right along to the first item. Click the right page here. The city clerk's office has received a request from Robert Metcalf III to rename a portion of East Albany Street directly in front of the Oswego Speedway, now known as Harry Caruso Drive, to be known as Caruso Brothers Boulevard. Is there anybody here to speak to this? See anybody? I spoke to the other member of the committee, Councilor McBeardy, about this when Chairperson Tesorario called me this afternoon to tell me that he wasn't able to make the meeting. He did tell me that he's done some extensive research and talked to a number of people about this request. One, the owner of the Oswego Speedway, and not to mention some people here at City Hall. And he's not really in favor of this, and he says this is something that we shouldn't just blindly go into. He recommended that we table it. So I'm going to go with his request unless somebody else has another reason not to pursue it. But there was some questions that need to be answered, and Councilor Tesorario wasn't comfortable in moving forward. Does anybody else have any comments?
No I mean, has the family even been, you don't do that, really, generally. I don't like it whatsoever.
Based on our conversation, the owners of the Speedway weren't informed or did not give their consent, which you would think they should be.
And how about the Caruso family members? I mean, they grew up right down there.
And again, I don't think too many people were discussed and contacted about this. So again, I think it's best if we table it and let the chairperson of this committee, Councilor Tesorario, take it the rest of the way. How's that?
Perfect.
We're going to kick the can down the road.
It seems prudent to table it.
Okay, good. Well then, can I have a motion to table this? Councilman McBrearty. Me. Second.
Counselor Corradino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady.
Yes.
Are there any other comments or issues that we need to discuss with this committee? Seeing none, can I have a motion to adjourn? Councilor McBrearty. Councilor Corradino.
Counselor Corradino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady.
Yes.
Executive session. Recess.
Did we have to, are we done?
Well, I just...
One more formality?
Yeah, I just need to, all right, show of hands, I'd like to come out of recess for Administrative Services Committee. All for that? Okay, that's the end. Now I need a motion to adjourn. Councilor Hill, Councilor Massey.
Counselor Corradino.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Thank you.